This is Hector from International MMA Channel. Past week we had the privilege to sit with Bantamweight Joe Soto about his whole experience from UFC 177, from going to a card to the main event. That we had a sit-down conversation with him. This is what happened. These are his exact words of the whole 72 hours from getting the phone call from the end of the fight. Hope you guys enjoy. Here we go.
Yeah, really. I guess it all started when I went for a run. I was like 136.2, and I went for a run to lose the 0.2. And I was running with Papi's Martinez, and I was supposed to do like a 20-minute run, but I had to cut it short because my body was just hurting really bad. So I was just like, all right, I think I made the weight. Got back, weighed myself. I was 136, and well, as I was coming back, I seen an ambulance and a fire truck, and I was kind of thinking, man, I wonder if one of the fighters, had to go to the hospital for weight cutting.
You had actually witnessed the ambulance and everything?
Yeah, it was like a fire truck, and but I didn't really think nothing of it, and then I just kind of ran up, checked my weight. I was 136 even, so I was like, all right, I'm on weight. It was about close to 2 o'clock, and we had to meet at 3 to go to the weigh-ins, and we were gonna weigh in at 4. So I was just laying down, just kind of resting, and then I got a phone call. And it was Sean Shelby and Joe Silva, and they called me downstairs and basically said that Barral was out and if I wanted to take the fight. And I agreed to it, yeah, right away. I was like, yeah, for sure, right away. And then I realized it was like 2 o'clock and we had to meet at 3, so I had like an hour to cut a pound. And like I said, my body was hurting already, and but I agreed to it, so I just we ran over to the 24-hour fitness real quick, and I just went and cut that pound, and I cut it like in 15 minutes. It was the fastest pound I ever cut. So yeah, that's kind of how I got the call and everything.
How excited were you about fighting for the main event?
I was really excited. It was just something like, it was crazy, like hard to believe. I was laughing, crying. I don't know. It was, I knew it was gonna be a great opportunity for me.
So you get the call for the fight. You cut the weight. How did you feel on fight night?
Fight night felt great. I didn't really have too many nerves. Because I didn't really have time to get prepared, time to get nervous. I usually have like 2 months to get nervous, and I had trouble sleeping and stuff, but I didn't really get that nervous. I just felt, I was excited, but at the same time it was surreal. It was kind of like a dream. You're like, man, is this really happening right now? And we just kind of laughed about it, and just, wow, this is crazy. And it was just definitely, everything was new, even that week, just being at the UFC. That's my first time kind of getting used to, like, all right, on what days we have to do what, and when can I cut weight. Everything was a new process, so it was definitely something new.
How different is it being in the UFC and competing in other organizations?
It's a lot different. There's a lot more things you have to do, like interviews, and there's just stuff before the fight you got to get used to. You're there like a lot earlier. Usually, like, I'm there like maybe 2 days before the fight. I think that time we were there like almost like, we were there on Tuesday, the fight was on Saturday, so we were there for most of the week. So it's just getting used to the process, really.
So was this like an agreement with TJ? Did TJ ask for the fight, or how did it, do you actually know how it came up to?
No, TJ, as far as I know, he did it, when I found out about it, he didn't know yet. Okay. He didn't know Barral was out. So I'm assuming after I accepted it and went to go cut weight, they let him know about it. And this was, like I said, like 2 hours before weigh-ins, an hour before we were supposed to meet at the bus and go. So I'm sure he found out after me.
What was your game plan in such a short notice? Fighting TJ Dillashaw. What was the game plan for that fight?
I don't know. Game plans are alright. I don't really have like I guess my game plan would be to take him down, or take an opponent down and try to take it to where I'm best at, because I feel like I'm the best in the world on the floor. But at the same time, like, I'm not really stuck to one game plan. I'm kind of fill it out.
Have you watched the fight?
Yeah, I watched the fight. I thought it was a pretty good fight. You know, if I could have got to the ground, you know, it could have been, you know, maybe I had a better chance of finishing, you know, for sure. But he was hard to take down. Looking
at the fight and me watching the fight, looks like you had landed actually crisper, cleaner shots than he did.
Yeah.
I mean, he would do punches and bunches, but they were just more of a point style than actually doing anything aggressively. It looks like you were more the aggressor and actually pushing that fight towards him. Did you feel that way?
Yeah, no, I mean, I felt that way. I felt like I was landing cleaner shots. I felt like he didn't really hit me that too much. I was letting him throw. I wanted him to get tired, but he actually didn't. Well, he got tired a few times, but I couldn't take advantage of I couldn't take advantage of it because I myself wasn't in the best of, like, you know, I didn't have the greatest cardio. Like, I tried to push as much as I could. I just, you know, your body tries to conserve the energy, you know, I was trying to be smart too at the same time, and, you know, I knew, I mean, I had to try to conserve my energy because I didn't want to get picked apart in the last 2 rounds. But I felt, I mean, looking back at the fight too, I felt like he didn't really land too much, and everything was blocked, deflected off my arms, or, you know, I thought I landed the cleaner shots. He hit me a few times, but, you know, I mean, definitely the high point for him was the finish.
How did you feel after the whole event and everything else?
I felt pretty good, you know. I was bummed out about the. I was bummed out about the knockout. You never want to get knocked out, you know. But I thought, at first I guess I was kind of bummed out by my performance. I didn't really listen too much to my corner at all. But I think I was just trying to conserve my energy, trying to be smart with my energy. That's why I didn't really try to force the takedowns, or, you know, I wasn't going crazy. But after I got home and watched the fight, I was kind of felt a little better about it. I watched it and I thought I did really good actually for like, you know, like I said, like a couple hour notice.
So kind of an eerie thing with that knockout is that from Burrell and you, there's only a couple seconds of difference of the same kind of kick landing for those kind of things. Did you feel that he was trying to really take you out to the deep waters and try to finish in a... Because he didn't look like he was trying to finish it.
I mean, I don't know if it was that part, because, I mean, I got knocked out, so I don't really remember. And I tried to look at the video, but there was a part where, like, I had a cut here and the Vaseline dripped in my eye, and I was trying to rub it out, and I thought it was that part, and then that's how I got the head kick, because I was running back, and he threw a combo, and I was trying to get this Vaseline out of my eye, but I'm not sure if it was that part. It's hard to remember, or if it was another part and I didn't get knocked out and I got the Vaseline. I don't remember, but I think that's kind of how I didn't see the kick coming.
After all that, was it surreal that you were on the main event?
Yeah, no, it's still surreal. Like yesterday or this morning, actually, I was talking to one of the coaches, and I was just like, "Isn't that crazy? That, like, dumb that I was into that." So it was crazy. It's just like, I mean, not that I didn't deserve to be there because I worked hard, but it's just still kind of like how everything happened.
During the conversation, we talked about the media, the negativity, and basically what his feelings were about this whole backlash of UFC 177. This is what he had to say to us. I mean, there is a lot of hype about you coming to the UFC, especially on a 6-fight winning streak. There's not a lot of people that do that. And then for you to be a champion, a former champion of Bellator, and then still, what was it, a couple weeks you were fighting in the Tachi Palace. So, like, Dohan, how did you feel about that whole negativity about the media?
I mean, I would kind of expect that, you know. And it's kind of, I mean, I don't know. It is kind of normal because I never fought in the UFC. I mean, people don't know how. Usually, if somebody goes straight to like a main event or something like that, they're gonna gas out or like those nerves or something. But at the same time, I really don't care what anybody else thinks. Kind of, you know, just worried about me and supporting my family and, you know, supporting my girl and trying to get the best opportunities to take advantage of them. So, I mean, that's normal. People are going to talk. Especially in MMA, like, people are going to say a lot of crap. You just got to ignore it, really. I mean, that's what you kind of laugh at it and just ignore it. Most of these people don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah, especially, you know, with your new boss, Dana White, he was infuriated because this was the first time that MMA outlets were actually saying not to see the fight. And in fact, to bring like a true, like they were saying, a Cinderella story, this was a fight to watch. It was an interesting fight because, you know, this was a card that was plagued from the beginning. There was a lot of issues, not just with the main event, but with everything else. Yeah. And, you know, I think you deserve a little more credit than a lot of people. And I think the whole thing with it, too, is like you stood your ground for 5 rounds with basically, when you're in UFC, you are fighting with the best bantamweights in the world. Yeah. And you stood your ground, and you I mean, automatically you're ranked 15 already in the UFC ranking. So that has to say something. There's other fighters that have been there for a shorter time that are not even in those rankings. So
yeah. Now, I mean, I didn't really, like I said, like I don't really concern myself with what those people were saying or whatever. I knew what I could do. I knew what I was capable of. I trained with like UFC champions before. I trained with all these UFC fighters. I knew what I was capable of. I think I would do really good if I could have really, you know, prepared a lot better. But I thought I did good considering circumstances. But I knew I would do good. I mean, I trained with champions before, UFC champions before. I trained with big name fighters, and I did well with them. So I wasn't really, you know, like too concerned. I knew I could hold my own.
How does it feel? Have you seen that you're on the top rankings in the UFC?
And now it's great, you know, finally get some recognition and see my name up there. You know, in my head, I consider myself one of the top 5 guys, you know, for a long time. I always kind of see where I would play out, and in those rankings, like how I would match up with those 5 guys, you know, top 5 guys. And I always thought Dillashaw would be the hardest matchup for me, just stylistically, and you know. So I mean, but it's cool, you know, seeing your name on there, definitely for sure.
Fighting the champion, it's a unique, different stance. First fight ever in the UFC, you get to fight the champion. In the future, where do you feel like, who would you like to fight in the UFC now, knowing that you fought the champion already?
Really, it's just whoever they give me, you know. There's a few, you know, there's a lot of exciting fights at bantamweight, you know, anybody in the top 10. But whoever they give me, you know, I'm just excited to compete, excited to be in the UFC. Like I said, it was a dream come true. It still is. It's still surreal. Like, wow, I'm in the UFC. You know, when you have a goal and you reach it, you know, it's amazing, especially when you work so hard for it. So, I don't know, whoever they give me, really, I mean, I'm just excited, like I said, to go out and compete and kind of show my techniques and show my style to the world.
Are you resting right now, or are you waiting for a phone call for a fight? I'm
just resting, relaxing, enjoying life right now. You know, the last couple of years have been stressful, and I kind of, you know, could breathe now finally. You know, seems like things are going pretty good, so I'm just relaxing right now. Still kind of healing up. My leg's kind of sore still. Should be. Usually I'd be training Monday, you know, right away after the fight, but I'll probably wait 2 more days, and then I think everything will be feeling better.
How's this all changed your life? From
you know, it's just changed because, you know, I got a little bit more respect online as far as the MMA community, and kind of, you know, people know my name a little bit out there now more. But I mean, as far as anything else, I mean, I'm still the same person. I'm never gonna change, you know. I'm just keep doing the same stuff, training hard, and here in Porterville, you know, just trying to develop my school, my students, and you know, that's about it, really.